Very good morning. In today's lecture of marketing management, we will be focusing upon yet another aspect of promotion and marketing program, and that is media planning. Now, unlike I have told you that the particular marketing management or marketing is all about understanding or creating an identity of the product in such a manner that the product is able to tell about its utility factor to the consumer at large, thus by satisfying the needs and creating the profit for the particular manufacturers or for the company itself. Now, there are particularly if you talk about the consumption aspect, there are the products, price, place, and promotions. Now, as I have told you in my previous lecture also, that product, price, and place cannot go hand in hand unless the promotional aspect can be made at large. And for that, you need to make promotion the main criteria of your marketing components. To begin with the aspect of promotion, I have told you that advertisement or advertisement or the world of advertisement had created the major impact into the mind of consumer at large. Now, talking about advertisement, media planning or the medium through which the advertisement is going to be communicated to the entire audience will be dealt in the following presentations. In the media planning, you will be able to actually exaggerate upon the point that as to what kind and what type of media should you adopt in order to select the right type of consumer for the right product. Media planning is a process by which the marketer determine when, where, how often they will run an advertisement in order to maximize the engagement and ROI, that is the return on investments. Now, the media plan might split advertising spend and resources between your online and offline, like print, paid ad, video ad, and native content. Now, the thing is that students, that when you talk about media at large, media is going to incorporate the online methodology of promoting the products and the offline methodology of promoting the products at large, so that the maximization of engagement and the return on investment, that is whatever the company has invested into the making up of the particular product, it would be able to recover that amount. See, the thing is that to be very very practical in nature, if you invest, say for example, if you make a unit or one unit, you invest 100 rupees on one particular unit. So your prima facie will be that I must have an objective to sell or obtain such a kind of profit that could initiate my return on investment of 100 rupees. So, uh, whether you are going to opt for an online media or you are going to opt for an offline media is the basic criteria of your media planning. In today's competitive world, marketing landscapes, marketers need to survey the consumers with the right message at the right time on right channel in order to see the engagements. Media planning is where the marketer determine what rights are to be taken into considerations. See, whatever is right for your particular company need not be necessary that it is right for the consumers also. Say, for example, I being the manufacturer of a particular pen. Now, if I choose to sell this particular pen to the urban people, uh, I may choose, you can say, I can opt for your newspaper or print media and all. I can also go for your television ads and all. But say, for example, I choose the rural areas. Now, for that rural area, the choice of media won't be the kind of, you can say the TV ads and all. I would be rather than promoting the product through the radio mediums. So, The adaptation of media according to the change in scenario or the change in market had needs to be taken into considerations in order to have the proper kind of consumer towards the ultimate objectivity of a company. Now, to begin with the introduction of media planning, an effective media plan will result in a set of advertisement opportunities that target a specific audience and fit in with the organization budget. See, there are various things to be taken into considerations when you plan a media, like impressions, your internet, your TV, daytime, prime time, late fringe, frequency, TRPs, and all. You have to take each and everything into mind so that you will be able to excuse me, you'll be able to uh, judge the right kind of particular product in a right method, in a right manner toward the right kind of audience. Now, basically, to talk about the kind of the factors with which you can establish a particular kind of a media plan are as follows. Who does the ad need to reach? Now, this particular point basically focuses upon that what kind of consumer or what type or what is the need aspect of the particular consumer to be reached for. Say, for example, if you are making a cattle fodder. Now, cattle fodder cannot be used for the daily consumption purposes of your urban areas, or we in urban cities do not keep cattle, do not keep that cattle at large. But in the rural areas, people are in a habit of keeping these cattle, and they are able to rear these cattle and all. Though dairies are available in the urban areas and people do prefer these kind of things, but in the rural areas they prefer a lot. So now the ad needs to be made only in considerations of keeping the rural people into mind. So you must have seen the ad of your, say, a well-known brand called Kapila Pashu Ahar and all. The the basic essence of that particular ad is the rural basis. So the ad need to be reached in such a manner that the basic reach has to be analyzed. Say, for example, you are making a pen, you are making or you can make you are making you can say an iPod, or you are making a kind of a laptop, or something like that. Now these things are to be promoted, or you can say you are making a kind of a, say, something related to your educational stuff and all. So this needs to be focused more on your urban and semi-urban type of region. Though I am not saying that in rural areas you won't be able to satisfy the needs, but the kind of consumer you will be able to get in your urban areas only. So the ad needs to be reached, or the reach of an ad needs to be analyzed before actually deciding upon the media plan. Next, what is the marketing budget? Now the problem is the budget of marketing. Now we often say that we have a huge budget. Say, for example, the company like Patanjali, the company like Jiva, the company like Shri Shri and all, they are the giant organization. But what to say of these local brands called, you can say the example of Atul candles. You can take the example of there is a local brand of Lucknow also, Chota Mota Chip and all. So these type of company won't be able to set a very huge budget for their particular ad of media planning. So they need to allocate the media plan in accordance to the media budget, or in accordance to the marketing budget which they need to ascertain in accordance to the marketing conditions, consumer types, and the demographics. Excuse me. Conversion goals. Now, whether your particular media is in a position to convert whatever you want, or whatever type of consumer you want, in accordance to the kind of knowledge towards the media and all. Say, I'm saying these things that online marketing, or you can say the digital marketing, though it is very much prevalent these days, but in rural areas still people are unaware about these apps and all. They know about YouTube, they know about TikTok, and they know about all these kind of silly stuff and all, but uh, the conversion goals, or you can say, if you say that I'm going to promote a particular product onto my Facebooks or my Twitter handles or on my Pinterest and all, so they won't be able to actually associate with it. So whether the choice of media which a particular company has set is in accordance to the type of consumer, or is in such a has that particular potency to actually convert the consumer in accordance to the need, that has to be checked. Frequency of the message, that means number of times it needs to be repeated, or how many times it need to be repeated so that it can be getting, so that it can get impasted into the minds of the people. Reach of the message should be such that it should, like in my first sentence only I said that the ad needs to be reached in such a manner that everybody should be able to understand. Now in the local area of your rural area, where those punches and all are, sarpanch and all are seated, if you play a radio, they will be able to associate with that particular thing in a better manner, because the facility of electricity or the facility of light to switch on their TV channels and to switch on their cable and all is not available still. So the reach has to be decided beforehand only. How to define the success? How to define the success? Now, if you say that, like in rural areas, radio is prevalent. In urban areas, newspaper is prevalent. In semi-urban areas, you can go for any of the stuffs. In your metros and all, you promote your things with digital podiums and all. So that the success of any media depends upon the geographic conditions, or you can say the geographical hemispheres of the particular type of market conditions. Now, uh, for an advertiser, if you just because if you just go on with this particular slide, for an advertiser, the media for marketing would include Salesforce, distribution network, the brand, the package, display on dealers' shelves, and also sales promotion, public relations, mass media advertising. He allocates his budget resources in such a way that he gets the best return in spend. At the same time, he needs to coordinate the efforts combined with the impact of his targets in terms of tasks accomplished with sales, achieved market share improved, etc. Now, for an advertiser, if you take media marketing, would include few elements. Now, if you just have a presumption, if you're an advertiser, if you're owning an advertising company, so for you, the media planning would be the sales force, the distribution network. They say, for example, Salesforce will include the kind of intermediaries and all. Your distribution networks will include the kind of, you can say, the channels, that is from the intermediaries to the wholesalers to the retailers and all. And your distribution network, the brand, what kind of brand you are going to promote, the package display, how it is being kept in your shelves of a particular retailer, that has to be taken into consideration. So for an advertiser, if say for example I take an example of Gyan, the advertiser of Gyan will have a look towards all the parameters, that is the sales force of Gyan, that means how many people are involved in the channel distribution and all, the distribution network, that means that whether the intermediaries are able to sell the milk brand Gyan in the larger quantities or in what manner. Then the packing, the branding, the display of the dealers on the shelves and all are all taken into considerations to have the particular kind of media type of planning. Now, talking about the definition of media planning, well, Burnett defines media planning as media planning is a decision process regarding use of advertising time and space to assist in achievement of marketing objectives. See, well, Burnett defines it very perfectly because what he says is that the process regarding use of advertising time, the time of the advertising and the space of the advertising needs to be allocated and needs to be achieved in such a manner that the marketing objectives can be obtained, and the objective of the marketing is to have more and more type of consumers so that the profit can be obtained at large. Now the thing is that Mr. Well Burnett is trying to explicate to the concept of that if you are allocating the advertising time and advertising space in such a manner that the objectives of the marketing are being achieved at large, you will be able to get your marketing targets fulfilled very easily. SN Dunn holds media planning is a process of determining how to use the time and space of media to achieve the advertising objectives. See, there are particularly advertising objectives. Like I've told you, that advertising is a paid form of communication, and that too, it is not having its own identity. Now, the thing is that unless and until you will be able to have a proper medium or a proper media through which the things can be floated to the consumers, or you can say the space, the kind of a time, you won't be able to satisfy, or you won't be able to satisfy the needs of the consumers at large, and you won't be able to satisfy the producers also, and the overall objective of advertising, that's to allure consumers and have profit, will be nullified. So just to negate that thing, you need to plan the space and plan the advertising concept in such a manner that everything gets in proper order. Freiberg's opinion, media planning involves selecting appropriate media and carrying advertising message to the target audience and deciding how much to spend on each media and scheduling, that is, deciding upon the time when the advertising is to be done. See, students, the point is that uh, the advertising or the world of advertising is a very interesting and at the same time is a very complex issue because the moment you say that I am now producing a particular biscuit or a particular bread or any kind of product, a toothpaste, or you can say a hair oil, and I am now say if you are a very big brand like Dabur and Patanjali and all, or you are a very big brand or like your Lakme and your all, you will be able to actually hold a prime stage of media. You can choose any kind of media. People will get automatically convinced that okay, you are a very good brand like Britannia and all, and they will be attracted towards it. But say for instance, you are a non-brand or you are a very small brand or coming for the very first time, you have to now decide upon that whether I should go for your print media because, like I've told you in my previous lecture, that your print media involves lots and lots of money. That means that to publish a particular ad daily into the newspaper, it requires a lots and lots of money, and not only in your petty thousands and all, it may cross your 10,000 and 20,000 also, and at times it may cross even more than that. So you have to now decide upon that what is the time and what is the target audience that I have to actually work upon to get the right kind of media to the right person. George Eel Beach opinions, uh, media planning is a series of discussions or decisions involved in delivering dire promotional message in the most effective manner to the largest number of potential consumer at lowest cost. See, dire promotional message means sometimes, see, if you say promotional messages, like in my previous slides also, I have told you that what is promotion and all. One kind of promotion is, say for example, you are promoting a gym with a fat man and with a thin man on, and also with a very well toned body. So this is automatically driving the consumer towards your gym. Okay, but if you are uh, promoting a kind of a capsule that is of a non-brand, not like Kipla and all, or not like a big brands like Ranbaxy and all, but it is of a local brand. So the thing is that die promotional message is that the consumer won't be able to associate with you, like you can see those jolly tablets and all. Consumer actually is not being aware about these kind of things unless and until the right kind of media is being adopted. See what Jolly Capsules has done earlier. These there was a kind of a product known as Phytolica berry, and that is a homeopathic medicine used for the purpose of slimming down your body or making your body well toned. Now, earlier when Phytolica berry and your Jolly Bee and all capsules and all were not there, so people were being driven by those VLCCs and your those body care and all, who were just driving them towards them to become thin and all. But as soon as these capsules came into the market, people got deviated towards it. But still, since body care and VLCC were a large brand, they were in a position to attract and allure more consumers than these Jolly and all. So what Jolly and Fadilika Berry did was they started promoting the goods using your, you can say, they have used the print media, and they have used a very nice concept. They have used a sumo wrestler, getting thin and well toned. Now they what they mean to do is that, but they are saying that when the sumo wrestler is using this particular capsule, he's becoming thin, then you can also become a thin person all. So actually what it is doing is that it is catering to the needs of a die promotional message and attracting the consumer at large. Now there are five W's of media planning, and what are they? Which which media is to be picked for communicating your target audience, that is identifying subtle media mix. Now the problem is that we people are very skeptical. See, it's I'm really sorry that I'm also an Indian, but we Indian are very skeptical and very cautious, and at the same time we want that everything should go in accordance to our need. So the thing is that, say for example, a pen is being promoted through your paper ads and all, or your billboards and all. The people won't be buying it, or the people won't be able to associate with that pen and all. Pen can be promoted by using your television ads or by your radio ads and all. Promoting a coaching center by your television may not be able to attract. I'm talking about the coaching centers. I'm not talking about your big institutes. They have to promote it by your websites and all. But talking about your little coaching institutes, say for example your coaching classes for PCM and PCB and all, they need to be promoted. Though Akash is a different concept. Akash is doing the different thing because they are a giant brand. I'm talking about the latest type of brands which are going to actually own a particular type of thing. So the concept is that, which actually it signifies that what kind of target audience you need to focus upon. Target audience means the kind of audience who is actually going to buy the product. So which media is for which type of audience and for which type of product, that needs to be identified. When means deciding upon the day, time, and month of the ad. Say, for example, if during the Diwali seasons you try to promote your ad of jewelry, or you try to promote your ad of your, say, your washing machines and your big showrooms and all, during the seasons of Diwali or during the seasons of your jewelry, during the seasons of these marriages and all, those marriage season and all, or wedding seasons and all, the kind of consumer which you will be getting over that period of time, you will be able to easily associate with that. So the thing is that you have to actually decide upon that when and at what time the particular media needs to be ascertained, and that can be checked for a particular kind of consumer. Third is what type of message should be communicated. The message is informative or demonstrative in nature. See, say for example, those advertisements of you can say if the ad is of your mono acting and all, or you can say it involves mime, or it involves something which is related to mime and all, uh, it is better to communicate because this that is a demonstrative thing. Say for example, you are promoting a particular thing, you are promoting wear a helmet. So wearing a helmet can be promoted, but if it is promoted by using a demonstrative type of a thing, it can attract more consumer. Say for example, I don't know that whether you have seen that at all now, I do not, but in the previous few times back, there was an ad of wearing a helmet where a particular coconut was being kept, and a helmet, and in that helmet they keep a coconut over there, and then they bang it. One of the coconut gets banged very easily, and with a helmet you won't be able to bang that particular thing. So it is actually a demonstrative type of thing that shows that if you wear a helmet you will be safe and sound. So this type of message is to be communicated, and if the content is of this sort, that needs to be communicated by using your television media, and that can be communicated at large, and that will have a mass appeal. But if it is a jingle, if it is a kind of a rhyme, if it is a kind of a, say you can say tufani thanda, and your thanda matlab coca cola and all, so these type of things is uh, a kind of a repetitive thing. Or you can say that there are many kind of jingles and all that flourish these days too often, and if the concept of jingle is there, uh, that need to be promoted in by using your radio ads. So you now have to decide upon that which type of message or what kind of content of the message, which is demonstrative or which is informative, what type of media will be associated with what kind of a particular message. Now, whom whom means whom does not whom does a marketer want to reach, that is the potential consumer. See students, the point is that you often have seen that those television serials, the TRPs of whose is very high. The kind of advertisement that comes during this particular genre of time is of a very high competitive brands, because they are targeting the main audience, because at this particular prime time, that is the time of 8 to 10, uh, the consumers will be of at large, and they will be able to, because they are in a regular habit of seeing their daily soaps and all, and they are being associated with that particular daily soaps and all. And say for example, Smriti Irani ji is promoting a particular product, they will be able to say, okay, this particular product is being associated by our particular Smriti Irani ji, and it is of much more use, so they are actually connecting to it. The thing is that the potential consumers, or now in this particular point what I mean to say is that potential consumers are need to be identified, and in accordance of those potential customers you need to now decide upon your media plan. Now the problem is that, see, if you talk about like I have earlier also told you that cattle fodder. Cattle fodder is being used by your urban people who are owning their dairies and all. but they are of prime use in your rural areas. Now, target audience for Kapila Pashuahar will be the rural farmers and all. They won't be these urban people. So the kind of media chosen for rural people is of your radio and all, rather than going for TV ads and all. Where are the potential consumer located? Now, the geographical conditions need to be studied to be very much focused upon the choice of media and the right kind of media. Factors. Now, there are certain factors that are to be taken into consideration before actually deciding upon the kind of media plan. The very first topic is your nature of product. Product to be advertised can be industrial, can be technical product or consumer product. Industrial technical product can be better advertised through the trade journals, and consumers need to be advertised through your outdoor advertising, through your TV, radios, and all. Similarly, the product of your farmers like fertilizers can be advertised your TV, radio, and wall painting. Now, what is the nature of the product? See, I had rather been earned media. This particular concept or news concept, this particular gig of mine, or you can say the cartoon strip of mine, actually denotes that there are various kinds of media. You can say the skylarking methodology, or your balloon methodology, or your TV, radios, or your sandwich boards. These are the traditional methodology of your media planning, or traditional method by which you can attract the consumers, because they are still attracting. And many of us don't know about sandwich board advertising, but it is still prevalent. They wear a sandwich, they wear a board in front, and they wear a board at the back side of their particular body, and they become a sandwich, and they promote a particular product. So this type of media or this type of advertisement is very much effective in your urban areas and in your semi-urban areas, or in the outer skirts of your urban areas. See, like sandwich board advertising, you often can see in the outer areas of your Charbagh railway station and all. You can see over there. They are still prevalent over there, because local brands are being promoted by your sandwich board advertising. But talking about your big brands, talking about your toothpaste, your soaps, or your biscuits and all, these are being promoted by your televisions, by your newspapers, and by your TV, radio ads, because these are of consumptional purposes. Whereas the product, like say copper filings, or you can say the ores, the iron ores, or you can say the plastic sheets, or those kind of pebbles and all, or glass sheets, they are being promoted because they are raw material for industrial type of goods. Or you can say the sugar cane, the bunch of sugar cane is being promoted by your industrial trade journals and magazines. They are not being promoted. You cannot see anyone selling sugarcane on television, because for every kind of product there is different type of tendency of a media. Nature of customers. Different consumers of different age and different sex, different income, personality, educational level, attitude, etc., have different type of nature. See, now if you talk about of our grandparents and all, uh, grandparents, though still they are in a habit of seeing those WhatsApp messages. They are on WhatsApp. They are now, and these days you can see the senior citizens are far more advanced than the new generation and all, because they are learning the things now. The problem with the particular tradition which is going on these days is that the nature of consumer is still the same. Say, if you tell your great grandfather, okay, I am using my foam based gel to make a shave of mine, and this is a particular example which I'm citing of, which I am using this as a personal experience of mine. One time what happened that I just talked to my nanaji, and I just told him that okay, I use I don't use this kind of typical blades and all. I use this machine. If you want to use, you can also use this particular machine. This machine is very much far more advanced. So he just took that machine, he looked at it, he reversed it, and then he kept it back. He said, no, no, no. My traditional methodology of making a shave of mine, wherein I'm going to affix my shaver, then I'm going to press my blade onto it, then I'm going to fix that blade one more time, then I'm going to apply that foam on my face, and then I'm going to wax it off. So this is a traditional method. What I have told that I have told or to use the Phillips machine and all those five blades and all. So the kind of nature of consumer or the kind of nature of consumer is going to tell you that people who are of your a particular age or a particular income group or personality type or educational level, they will be having a typical taste of a typical kind of media. Say for example, of some of the people are of such an attitude that they don't watch TV, televisions and all, and they believe that if they watch these things, these daily soaps and all, their mind will go boggle off. So what they do is they just flicker through net, and for them, the digital media is a best source of advertising. So nature of consumer is to be taken into considerations. Next, distribution of product. Distribution of product. If the product is distributed locally, regionally, then the media will, with the local coverage and reach, should be considered at local newspapers, cable networks, and all. If it is of national, then on television. If it is of a worldwide level, then on your internet or your CNN news. See, the distribution of the product matters a lot. If a particular product is of local area, say for example, I take the example of Atul Candles. Atul Candles is a particular candle manufacturing company which is being promoted at Kanpur region and all. So they use the particular promotion by using the local cable networks. They use the local cable networks. They use the local newspapers and all to promote the product of your Atul Candles and all. But if the same particular brand is of your, say, of India itself, if you can say those MDH masala and all, they have a particular globalized brand because spices have a very vast nature in the various horizons of your world, particularly of India. So they need to promote it by using your television channels. But if there are certain things that needs to be communicated to the foreign countries, and also they need to be communicated by using effective internet magazines, circulation TV channels and all. So they need a different type of product distribution media plannings. Then the objectives. The main objective of every advertising campaign is basically to get favorable responses from the customers. But if specific objectives can be different, if the objective of advertisement company are to get immediate results, then the communication like banners, pamphlet are to be considered. See, the problem is that every person in this particular country have different type of methodology or have different type of learning outcomes. So, say for example, I'm a owner of a bread manufacturing company. I make breads, buns, and all, and I want that I should compete with the major brands like Gomti, Britannia, and all. And for that, I do not want to wait. I want that I should get the market share much more at a much more faster rate as I can, because the competition is really very fierce. So what I will do is I will promote by using my banners, by using my pamphlets, by using the newspapers and all to actually cover the large number of market share, because my objective is different from that of the other company. So it totally depends upon the advertising objectives the company also to decide upon the type of media plans. Nature of message. See, if the message is of you can say if the ad is to persuade the consumer, emotional appeal, rational appeal, demonstrative products. They need televisions, but if it is exchange offers, they need billboards and all. So, say for example, I am promoting a sale of my particular shoe showroom. So I will not be using the typical media of your television and all. I'll be using your banners. I'll be using your paper ads and all to actually get through the consumer at large. Size of the ad of the budget. It will all depend upon the kind of the size of the budget with which we are trying to come into the market. If our budget is very high, we can go for television, we can also go for newspapers, we can also go for your skylarking and all. But if our budget is very tight, we have to in focus with our local needs and demand of the consumers. Media used by competitors. See, at times we see that what kind of media is being used by our competitors, and to get the better out of it, we can actually drive our particular product in accordance to the media used by the competitors. So the problem is that now you need to focus upon your competitive analysis or competitors analysis to get the real flavor of what type of media he or she is using to get through the particular advertisement analysis. Media availability. At times it has been seen that we are not in a particular horizon, that we are not able to get the kind of media availability. Say for instance, we are stuck in a rural area, or we are being stuck in a particular area where rural people are of too much to abundance. Now the availability of media is only radio and skylarking, or you can say your billboards and all. So we will choose a kind of a media which is of a kind of use and which is being available to the consumer at large. What I mean to say is that advertiser want to issue an advertisement on front page of the newspaper. So front page of any magazine, if you advertise on front page of any magazine, that will cost you much more rather than advertising it on a newspaper. So the problem is that the availability of media needs to be checked, and according to that the media needs to be planned. Media reach and coverage, that has already been told to you. Media frequency means the frequency with which the particular media needs to be communicated. Say for example, like in every of the in this particular this slide of mine, in this picture of mine, you can see that for every special social media tool, you have a different tools and types. Say for Facebook, you have a different type of equipment. For Pinterest, you have a different type of equipment. For your Twitter handles, you have a different type of equipments and all. So it will depend upon your frequency with which you are actually communicating your consumers. So then media image, the image of media needs to be considered large, and uh, sometimes it's all about your media vehicles will enjoy better. Some media vehicles enjoy better image in comparison to the other media vehicles. Media image enhances the communication value of advertisement. Good reputation of editorial board and well-established media enjoy better image of public, and so advertisements are enhanced credibility and trust of advertisements. See, the image of media is also being ascertained in accordance to the product. Say for example, you are promoting the product of Apple. You won't be promoting the Apple product by using radio channels and all. You will be using television methods, or you will be using your digital medias. So it will all depend upon the kind of a media's image or the medium's image with which the product is to be attracted towards the consumers. Media discount. Now media discount plays a very important role, because there are at times it happens that certain media offer you schemes, and if the schemes are taken in accordance to your consumer needs and wants, you can have the right type of media for right type of goods. Language. Now, the problem with the language of media is that not all of the media is going to communicate everything to you. It all depends upon that what kind of thing or what type of uh, message you actually want to communicate. Like I have told you that if you want to communicate anything of demonstrative in nature, you need to have a kind of a language that is being acceptable by all, choosing the right type of media for a right type of product. Importance Importance of media planning is that optimum utilization of resources. Your utilization of resources is being used to the optimal levels. Then help in achieving the advertising objectives. The advertising objectives are being achieved by using your media plannings to the large extent because for every like I've told you in the early lectures also that uh, for every advertisement you have a different advertisement objectives, so you have to work accordingly. Selection of appropriate media is of utmost important because if you are going to select the right type of media for right type of product, only then the consumer will be attracted towards it. Selection of appropriate media mix. See, media mix is going to ensure the large number of consumers towards the acute type of media. Help in allocating advertising budget. Basically, the advertising budget will be able to see. Now the problem is that uh, sometimes we say that okay, we have a very huge budget, but when we actually come into practice, or when we say that okay, let's advertise the thing in paper ads, and when the time comes, so as soon as the things go gradually pass by, we feel our budget has been dismantled. So we need to allocate our advertisement budget in accordance to the media. Ensures appropriate timing of advertising. Yes, it's very much useful in appropriate timing of advertising because you will be getting right type of communicative message at right type of media in right time of methodology. Helping in controlling, see, uh, controlling of what? Controlling of the consumer's needs, controlling of the effectiveness of your media, and controlling of acute consumer wants, so that the consumer will be able to get associate with the product with ease and convenience. Six important components of your media planning are introduction of the brands, introduction of the products, objective of advertisement, target audience, ideal budgets, list of the few existing competitors or substitutes. So let's take a quick recap of what we have done till 5. We have done with what is media planning. We have done with the media planning concepts and all. We have done 5 W's of media planning. We have done the factors. We have done the importance. We have done the 6 components of media planning. Now that was all about my presentation of your media planning, in which I have told you that unless and until you will be in a position to choose the right type of media or right type of medium to get through your consumers, the advertisement message, like I have told you in my previous lecture also, that the message of the advertisement cannot be communicated unless and until the proper medium or the proper media is being allocated. So before choosing any kind of media, you need to have lots and lots of improvisation of what type of things, the budgeting concepts, the analytic reporting, the scheduling, the innovative plannings and all. It all needs to be checked to get the right type of media for the right product to have the consumer benefits and to obtain profit. For any kind of doubts, to the best of my ability, I have tried to rectify the doubts in your mind. But if still the doubts are being left and you are not quenched and you are still hunger about that particular concept to know more, you can come to my cubicle and you can just talk to me, or you can just mail to me. You can add me on WhatsApp and you can communicate to me uh, and clarify your doubts. Till the next lecture, thank you.